The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. The Alchemist. Chapter by chapter summary. Introduction. Welcome to Mindlift Success Academy, where we unlock timeless wisdom and transform it into powerful lessons for your personal growth. Today, we journey deep into one of the most beloved books ever written, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. A masterpiece that has inspired millions around the world to pursue their dreams fearlessly. It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist. And as we dive into this detailed chapter-by-chapter exploration, perfect for your growth, reflection, and transformation, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Mindlift Success Academy so you never miss any life-changing content. Chapter 1. Santiago the Shepherd. Our story begins with Santiago, a young shepherd boy from Andalusia, Spain. He sleeps in an abandoned church under a sycamore tree growing through the roof, symbolizing dreams, breaking through limits. Santiago has a recurring dream, a dream that whispers of treasure near the Egyptian pyramids. He consults a gypsy dream interpreter. She tells him something shocking. Go to the pyramids in Egypt. There you will find a treasure that will make you a rich man. This dream becomes the spark, the beginning, the call to adventure in every great hero's journey. But Santiago is unsure. He fears change, like all of us do. How many times have you felt the pull of something greater, yet fear held you back? This opening teaches us that dreams feel dangerous only because they are powerful. Chapter 2. Meeting King Melchizedek. Santiago meets a mysterious old man, Melchizedek, the king of Salem. He introduces one of the most famous concepts in modern literature. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. Melchizedek explains that everyone has a personal legend, a destiny, a path, a purpose, but most people never pursue theirs because fear destroys courage, habit destroys imagination, comfort destroys destiny. He gives Santiago two magical stones, Urim and Thummim, symbols of clarity and wisdom. This moment marks the shift from dreaming to deciding. And in life, nothing changes until you decide. Santiago sells his sheep and chooses the unknown. His journey begins. Part 2. The Journey Through Africa. Chapter 3. Tangier and Loss. Santiago arrives in Tangier, a foreign land where he doesn't speak the language. Confused, vulnerable, alone. Then he is robbed. All his money gone. His dream shattered, his hope fading. Every blessing ignored becomes a curse. But instead of returning home, he chooses to push forward. He finds work with a crystal merchant, a man stuck in fear, unable to pursue his dream of going to Mecca. Here, Coelho teaches a brutal truth. People can spend their whole lives dreaming, yet never acting. Santiago helps the merchant transform the business, teaching us that even when life breaks you, you can rebuild. Chapter 4. Lessons from the Crystal Shop. During his year working with the merchant, Santiago learns how fear kills dreams, how small steps create big change, how mindset transforms circumstances, how everything is connected to purpose. The merchant admits, I'm afraid that if my dream is realized, I'll have no reason to go on living. This is one of the most powerful lessons in the book. Some people prefer to dream about the life they want rather than live the life they're meant for. Santiago realizes he must continue his journey or risk becoming like the merchant, comfortable but unfulfilled. He chooses courage and moves forward toward the desert. Part 2 continues: the desert, the caravan, and the secrets of alchemy. Chapter 5: the decision to cross the desert. After leaving the crystal shop with a full year's worth of savings, Santiago stands at a crossroads. He can return home to Spain or continue toward the treasure destiny promised him. The desert stretches endlessly before him, vast, mysterious, unpredictable. But Santiago realizes a powerful truth. Making a decision was only the beginning of things. He chooses to go forward. He joins a caravan heading across the Sahara Desert toward Al-Fayoum, an oasis where he hopes to find clues about the treasure. The desert becomes a symbol of the unknown and of transformation. Every dreamer reaches a moment where comfort calls them back, but destiny calls you forward. Subscribe reminder. If you're enjoying this journey so far, hit like and subscribe to Mind, Lift Success Academy, where dreams are awakened and destinies are unlocked. Chapter 6: the Englishman and the Books of Alchemy. On the caravan, Santiago meets the Englishman, a man obsessed with becoming an alchemist. While Santiago learned from people and life, the Englishman learns from books. Their contrast is powerful, and Coelho uses them to teach a major lesson. Santiago is intuitive. The Englishman is intellectual. Both approaches matter, but true understanding comes from balance. The Englishman introduces Santiago to the principles of alchemy: the masterwork, the emerald tablet, the soul of the world. He reads hundreds of books, searching for the secret formula. But Santiago realizes something deeper. There was a language in the world that everyone understood, the language of enthusiasm, of things accomplished with love and purpose. The Englishman looks for the truth in words. Santiago looks for the truth in experience. Both are part of the journey to wisdom. Chapter 7: the caravan's march and the language of omens. The caravan travels slowly across the Sahara. Days turn to weeks. Silence rules. The desert becomes a teacher. Santiago begins to learn something extraordinary. The universe is always speaking through omens, signs, symbols, and intuition. Coelho calls this the language of the world. Everything in life is an omen. He notices small signs: how the camels behave, how the wind changes, how people's eyes reveal more than their words. And as Santiago observes, he begins to understand that destiny is not random, it is communicated. This is the early stage of spiritual awakening. Your intuition is the voice of your destiny, and your environment always sends clues, if only you're still enough to see them. Chapter 8: War in the Desert and the Lesson of Patience. As the caravan moves deeper into the desert, rumors spread of tribal wars. Fear rises, tension grows. But the caravan leader says something powerful. The desert is a capricious lady, and sometimes she drives men crazy. He teaches Santiago the importance of understanding one thing: patience. The desert cannot be rushed. Destiny cannot be forced. And dreams grow slowly, like seeds watered by faith. In life, progress is not always visible. Sometimes silence is growth. Sometimes waiting is movement. The caravan continues, slowly, cautiously, faithfully. Chapter 9: Arrival at the Oasis. After weeks in the harsh desert, the caravan finally arrives at Al Fayoum, a lush oasis, alive with palm trees, clear water, and thousands of people. It feels like paradise. But in this paradise, Santiago will meet his greatest love, his greatest teacher, and his greatest test. The oasis marks the turning point of his journey. Before entering, the caravan leader gives a warning. Oases are places of refuge. Tribes do not battle in oases. This sets the stage for what is coming. The oasis is not just a place, it's a symbol, a reminder that even in the harshest seasons of life, there are moments of rest. Part 3: Love, Omens, and the Master. Teacher, Chapter 10. Fatima, the Soul of the Desert. At the oasis, Santiago's journey takes an unexpected turn. He meets Fatima, a desert woman whose beauty, grace, and quiet strength immediately captivate him. Their eyes meet at the well, and in that single moment, Santiago understands something profound. He has just met the love of his life. Fatima is gentle, but powerful, serene, yet strong, and she teaches Santiago what pure love truly is. When I looked into her eyes, I saw the soul of the world. Fatima does not cling, does not demand, does not hold him back. She understands the nature of destiny. She tells Santiago, I want you to go in search of your treasure. The desert will teach me patience. This is one of the greatest lessons in The Alchemist. True love never prevents destiny. It supports it. If love pulls you backwards, it is not love. If love pushes you forward, it's the right one. Subscribe. Reminder, if this message of true love inspires you, like and subscribe to Mindlift Success Academy. More life-changing wisdom is coming. Chapter 11: The Vision of War. One afternoon, while watching the desert, Santiago receives a powerful omen. He sees two hawks in the sky suddenly attacking each other. In that instant, he experiences a vision. He sees an army approaching the oasis. But oases are neutral ground. Tribes do not attack oases. Still, Santiago trusts the omen and warns the tribal chieftains. Many doubt him. But the chieftains know that people connected to the soul of the world sometimes see the future. So they prepare the oasis for battle. The closer one gets to realizing his destiny, the more that destiny becomes his true reason for being. The next day, the vision proves true. The oasis is attacked, but because of Santiago's warning, the tribe wins the battle. Santiago is rewarded with 50 pieces of gold, and the tribe's leaders ask him to become their counselor. But destiny has more in store. Chapter 12: The Alchemist appears. This is where the story enters its most mystical phase. A horseman approaches Santiago. He moves with a powerful presence. He is silent, piercing, almost otherworldly. This man is the alchemist. He has been watching Santiago's journey, testing him from afar, measuring his courage, his sincerity, his heart. The alchemist tells him, you must not forget that you are on your way to your personal legend. He tells Santiago that the vision of war only appeared because Santiago is connected to the soul of the world. The alchemist knows that Santiago wants to stay at the oasis because of Fatima, but he warns him, "You must understand that love never keeps a man from pursuing his destiny." The alchemist represents the ultimate mentor, the teacher who appears only when the student is truly ready. His presence forces Santiago to confront the truth. He must choose between love that binds and love that frees. Santiago chooses destiny. Chapter 13, Leaving the Oasis. Santiago's heart is torn. He loves Fatima deeply. He fears losing her. But destiny is calling loudly. He tells her he must go. Fatima responds with wisdom beyond her years. "If I am really a part of your dream, you'll come back one day." This is the desert woman's understanding of love, a love that trusts, a love that waits, a love that does not demand proof. This moment reveals Santiago's emotional transformation. He is no longer just a shepherd boy. He is a man willing to walk through risk for the sake of purpose. And so he leaves the oasis with the alchemist, journeying deeper into the desert, deeper into truth. Sometimes in life, your heart will break, not because something ends, but because something greater must begin. Chapter 14, The Journey of Master and Student. As they travel together, the alchemist becomes Santiago's spiritual teacher. He explains, "Listen to your heart. It knows all things." But Santiago says his heart is afraid. The alchemist smiles and says, "Tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself." This is one of the most famous and beloved lessons in the book. The alchemist teaches Santiago about omens, courage, surrender, the soul of the world, and the masterwork. He shows him that every person on earth plays a role in the evolution of the universe. The moment you stop ignoring your instincts, your life begins to align with your purpose. Part 4, Courage, Transformation, and the Destiny of the Soul. Chapter 15, The Tribal Capture. As Santiago and the alchemist journey deeper into the dangerous desert, they are suddenly surrounded by tribal warriors, fierce men, armed and suspicious. The tribesmen accuse them of being spies. The alchemist remains calm, silent, powerful. His presence unsettles even the warriors. Santiago trembles. But he remembers the alchemist's teachings. Wherever your heart is, there you will find your treasure. The alchemist tells the warriors something unbelievable. Santiago can transform himself into the wind. The tribesmen laugh, mock, scoff. But the alchemist demands they give Santiago 3 days to perform the miracle. If he cannot, he will die. Great destinies require great courage. Every dreamer will face a moment where fear says, "It's impossible." But destiny whispers, "Try." Subscribe. Reminder, if you believe courage is built in moments like this, like and subscribe to Mindlift Success Academy. Chapter 16, Santiago's Heart. Speaks. Santiago spends the first day in panic. Fear rises, death feels near. But he remembers the alchemist's words. Listen to your heart. It knows all things. So he sits in silence, listens, feels, and realizes his heart is not afraid of dying. It is afraid of not living his destiny. This chapter teaches that the greatest fear in life is not death. It is the fear of living a life without purpose. Santiago begins to understand that everything in the universe, every animal, every desert grain, every wind, is connected by the soul of the world, he begins to feel that connection. Chapter 17, The Transformation, Becoming the Wind. This is the most mystical and iconic scene in the entire book. Santiago stands before the tribal leaders. The sky is vast, the desert is silent, his life is on the line. He approaches the wind and speaks to it. He asks it to help him, to turn him into the wind, but the wind says, "I cannot do that, but I can blow across the desert and show you love." So Santiago speaks to the sun, he speaks to the desert, he speaks to the hand that wrote all things. His heart connects with the soul of the world, and then the wind begins to rise, softly, slowly, powerfully. A sandstorm forms. The tribal warriors watch in shock as Santiago is lifted into the air, surrounded by swirling sand, seen yet unseen, a human dissolving into nature. Santiago does not turn into the wind literally, he becomes one with it. A miracle, a sign, a proof. When you are loved, you can do anything in creation. The tribesmen fall silent, terrified, amazed. They release Santiago. This moment teaches us you are capable of extraordinary things when you align your heart with your destiny. Chapter 18, The Alchemist's Final Lesson. The alchemist continues with Santiago to a monastery. Here, he performs the true art of alchemy. He transforms lead into gold. He divides the gold into 4 parts, one for the monk, one for Santiago, one for himself, and one extra piece, in case Santiago needs it later, a powerful foreshadowing. Before leaving him, the alchemist gives Santiago his final teaching. No matter what he does, every person on earth plays a central role in the history of the world. Santiago realizes he is closer than ever to his treasure. But he must finish the journey alone. The mentor's role is complete. Mentors can guide you, but destiny must be walked with your own feet. Chapter 19, The Pyramids, Destiny's Revelation. Santiago finally reaches the Egyptian pyramids. The moonlight hits the stones. The desert is silent. He falls to his knees and cries, filled with gratitude. He had come so far, and he realized that fear had been his greatest obstacle. He begins digging for the treasure. Hours pass, nothing. Suddenly, a group of refugees approaches and beats him, thinking he has gold. They mock him. "What treasure are you looking for?" Santiago tells them about his dream. One of the men laughs and says, "I had a dream that treasure was buried in an abandoned church in Spain, but I'm not stupid enough to cross an entire desert for a dream." The men leave. Santiago lies in the sand, bruised but smiling, because he understands. The treasure wasn't in Egypt. It was back in Spain, where the journey began. But the journey was necessary to transform him, to open his heart, to awaken his soul. This is the great paradox of destiny. You must leave home to understand what home truly contains. Subscribe. Reminder, if this revelation touched you, like and subscribe. We bring life-changing wisdom every week. Chapter 20, The Treasure and the Return. Santiago returns to Spain, to the abandoned church, to the sycamore tree, the same place where he first dreamed of treasure. He digs and digs and digs until he finds a chest filled with gold jewels, precious stones, more wealth than he ever imagined. And then he whispers, The universe truly conspired in my favor. He decides his next journey will be back to Fatima, back to love, back to destiny. The treasure was real. The love was real. The journey was real. But the greatest treasure was who Santiago became along the way. Part 5: Destiny, Wisdom, and the Awakening of the Soul. Chapter 21: Returning to the Beginning. Santiago's journey comes full circle. He has traveled across continents, crossed deserts, survived danger, fallen in love, spoken with omens, and touched the soul of the world, only to discover that the treasure was hidden back where he began. But this is no accident. It is the fundamental truth of spiritual journeys. The treasure of life is found where your heart belongs. When Santiago digs beneath the roots of the sycamore tree in the abandoned church, he finds a chest overflowing with gold, jewels, and valuables. But the true treasure is his transformation. He is no longer a shepherd boy. He is a man of courage, faith, and destiny. This chapter teaches us sometimes you must leave home to rediscover home. Sometimes the journey itself is the treasure. Chapter 22: The Love That Waits. With treasure in hand, Santiago thinks of only one thing: Fatima, the desert woman who loved him with patience, with faith, with understanding. He whispers, "I'm coming, Fatima." This moment is not just romantic, it is symbolic. True love does not imprison destiny, it fuels it. Fatima represents the kind of love that supports your journey, not blocks it. A love that stands, waits, and believes. Chapter 23: The Final Message. Santiago sleeps inside the abandoned church under the stars. He dreams once more. But this time it is not a dream of treasure. It is a dream of understanding. He realizes the journey was necessary. The suffering was necessary. The love was necessary. The lessons were necessary. Everything aligned perfectly to shape who he became. And when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. This is the heart of the book, the soul of the message, the reason the story touches millions. The universe does not respond to fear. It responds to courage. It responds to purpose. It responds to those who dare to dream boldly. This is the message of the Alchemist. Your destiny is real. Your dreams are valid. Your purpose is sacred. And the universe is ready to help you, if you are brave enough to ask. Final thank you. Message for viewers. Thank you for watching this powerful, life-transforming summary of The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, presented to you by MindLift Success Academy. If this journey touched your heart, if it awakened your spirit, if it reminded you of your destiny, please like the video, share it, and subscribe for more transformational stories and wisdom. Turn on notifications so you never miss our next episode. Remember, when you want something with all your heart, the universe conspires in helping you achieve it. Your treasure is waiting. Your destiny is calling. Go forth and follow your personal legend. Thank you.